What's up everyone, Nukin here, and I'm back with another Star Wars Galaxy Heroes video, and today we're going to be talking about some Rebel scumbags. That's right, some Phoenix Rebel scum, and we're going to go over in depth how to go 6 for 6 on the Phoenix Rebel mission in Phase 5. So depending on what kind of player you are, this might be probably one of the first missions that you don't go 6 for 6 on. So my goal is to make you a better guildmate and teach you how to do that. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go over Chopper and Sabine, the different variations. We're going to go over the modding. We're going to go over the abilities to upgrade. And then we're going to also talk about character strategy, how you should be tackling the final encounter waves. So without further ado, make sure you thumbs up this video if you learned something, if you liked it, and subscribe to the channel to see more content, and let's get started. Alright, so let's go over the mods for the Phoenix team here, starting with our Rebel scumbag leader, Harris and Dula. So I'm running a speed set with a 2-piece health set. For the arrow, I'm running a speed primary arrow. For the triangle, I'm running a crit chance triangle. You could also run offense. She has low natural crit chance. If she's dying too much, health or protection would be your best option. You don't want her to die. She's your reviver. For the cross, health or protection here doesn't matter too much. Same with the circle, and the primaries for the squares and diamonds are always offense and defense, so nothing to really show there. Overall speed 199. So let's move on to Chopper. Chopper's running a speed set with a 2-piece defense set. He has a taunt, so I put defense there. You could also run probably health mods. For the primaries, I'm running a speed arrow. For the triangle, I'm running health. You could also run protection. You could also run defense, but health or protection is better. And for the cross, protection in the cross. And for the speed, 224. So pretty good. Defense or armor is up to 32.58%. So that's good. Let's go on to Zeb. So for Zeb, he is running a speed set with a 2-piece health set. I would run 2 potency mods if he wasn't gear 8. If he was higher than gear 8, probably would run potency mods, but that's what we got for now. He's running a speed arrow. For the triangle, health. You could also run protection here. And for the cross, you want to run potency for sure. He has the most important debuffs to land, daze and stun and stagger, and you want those to land. Overall, 176 speed with 52% potency, so pretty good. Let's move on to Kanan. He's our other taunter. He's also gear 8, running speed set with a 2-piece defense set. Primaries are 30 speed on the arrow. Defense in the triangle, you want to run health or protection here, preferably, but that had 15 secondary speed, so gotta run that. Okay, for the cross, we're running a health cross. You could also run protection. Overall stats, 168 speed with 35% armor, so pretty good. And now let's move. We covered our taunters. Let's move to our attackers. We're gonna run Ezra, and I'm running a speed set with him. You could run a crit damage set as well. 2-piece crit chance set. Primaries are speed arrow. For the triangle, I'm running crit damage. He has high crit chance, unlike Hera, because he's a good attacker. And for the cross, I'm running protection. You can either run offense or protection here. Just kind of depends on your playstyle. Overall, he's running at 209 speed with 186% crit damage. And look at that crit chance, 47. So anything higher than 40 or around 37%, you can kind of get away with the crit damage triangle. And then we'll cover Sabine, even though I don't recommend her. I recommend Chopper over her. She's running a speed set as well and a 2-piece crit chance set. So just like Ezra, you could run her with crit damage mods. Speed arrow for her. And then for the triangle, also crit damage. And then for the cross, I'm running offense, but you could also run protection here. Just kind of depends on your playstyle, like I stated before. And then for the speed, 218 speed and basically 50% crit chance with that crit damage triangle, bringing her crit damage up to 186%. So those are all the mods for my Phoenix team. Alright, so we just covered the mods, and now we're going to go over the abilities. So first off, generally speaking, 2 things. 1, You don't need to Zeta any of these characters, and I don't recommend really doing it because Zetas are actually, I think, more precious than just gearing these guys to around gear 8 to gear 10 range. And then second of all, the uniques. You want to focus on upgrading all of these characters' uniques because under Harrison Dula's leadership ability, any unique is shared with the rest of the team. So we're just going to go left to right. I'm going to show you what I upgraded, but I'm going to give you my specific recommendations. So of course you want to upgrade the unique, and then if you're going to upgrade anything else for Sabine, I would do Darksaber Strike. This gives the 20% defense reduction, so not only will Sabine be doing more damage against that target, but the entire team, so it benefits the whole team, and 20% is significant, I believe. With Ezra, same thing with the unique, I would upgrade that, and I did do the basic attack, but it's not necessary. 10% extra multi-attack chance isn't going to make or break your battle. For Harrison Dula, do her leader ability, and that's basically all you need. I did the basic, but 15% damage really isn't going to do much, so don't worry about that. Now, I do recommend Chopper over Sabine, like I stated before, and I would upgrade his unique, of course, and the basic is actually a good one to upgrade. This gives you an extra 10% cooldown reduction chance, and the more that they're using their abilities, the more likelihood that you have a chance of beating the battle, and it's more consistent, so that's good. And then going with Zeb, do his unique, and then maybe you want to consider doing his basic. 30% extra damage, but he doesn't do that much damage anyway, but it's okay. And yeah, we don't want to do the Zetas, and this doesn't do too much, so basically just the unique for Zeb. And then lastly, Kanan, I would upgrade his unique, and that's about it. Alright, so let's get into the gameplay action. So here's the final wave of the encounter. The goal here is to win, obviously. I like to call Zeb to assist. That applies daze on his basic attack, and then I call him to assist again to stun one of the droids. I use Chopper to stun the other one with his second special, and I like to basically disable the droids, whether it's ability block or stun. This will prevent them from exploding in your face, which does big damage, and you don't want that to happen if you can help it. So I also like to focus the units that don't have the green skull on top of their heads. Those are the elite units, and so these are regular units because they don't have green skulls, so I can kill them easier, and once I get them out of the battle, it's much more manageable. So we took out one of the Imperial droids. Now we're working on the other one. The goal is to have it not explode. It did the target lock special, so that's good. Didn't explode in our faces. This gives us an opportunity to take out the droid. So I'm calling Zeb to assist to apply daze, and I'll probably be able to stun him or kill him. So let's call Zeb to assist. Yep, stun. So now even if the droid takes a turn, it won't explode. So that's good. We kind of just take out that last droid, and if you notice on the left, the aerial bombardment special is off cooldown. You want to save that for the final round for sure, and you want to use it when the commanders, the snowtrooper commander, the one on the very left there that I just did the special on, that is a unit that activates taunt on a random ally when they lose a little bit of health. So when they go from 100% health and they lose a little bit, they'll activate taunt. So after that taunt occurs, that's a better time to use the special ability. So there we go. We activated the taunt here. So now we're probably getting closer to being able to use it. So here we go. Boom, done. So we killed the other Imperial droid, and now the taunt's gone as well. So we can kind of just work on these guys. So the goal is to keep them debuffed by stunning with Zeb and putting offense down on random units that don't have it already. So here's another daze, and we'll be able to manage the battle here. We can actually just put it on auto because now we're just down to a few units, and just by spreading out the debuffs correctly, waiting to use the aerial bombardment making sure the Imperial droids don't explode in you, you can beat this battle. You don't need Zetas, you don't need to put your arena mods, you don't need Sabine. This is how you do it. I've done this for the last 3 territory battles and I was successful. So this is the optimal team here. I prefer Chopper over Sabine because you can just grind it out and you know, it's more consistent than Sabine, but I will show you a little bit of Sabine footage right now. Alright, so here's some Sabine action. So we took out Chopper and we put in Sabine, so we're running 2 attackers. So this is a different battle, of course. There's no second Imperial droid, there's no commander. I think that I would rate this final wave RNG wise to be easier, and that might be why I was able to beat it with Sabine. I think Chopper's just better. So same sort of strategy. You want to take out the units that don't have the green skull on top of their heads, the non-elite units first, if you can. So that's my goal here. So I'm working on basically the Imperial droid, and if that Snowtrooper Ops can come out of stealth, I'll be hitting him as well. And same strategy with Zeb. I'm using him to daze enemies and stun them. So we're going to call Zeb to assist with Hera and Ezra as much as possible to do that. And then towards the end, when they're getting low HP, you can call to assist the attackers instead. Let's take out that Imperial droid. So that's good. So we got 1 unit down, and now the Snowtrooper Ops is exposed. It's not stealth anymore, so we're gonna basically work on that guy now and call the attackers, actually, because I think we can just snipe it. So let's do that and take him out. And then after we take out the Snowtrooper Ops, we're down to 3 units left. They're all elites, and the goal for these Snowtroopers is to make sure that you're not attacking them unless they have daze or they're stunned, because they have counterattack. Daze prevents counterattack, so it's quite good. And then it's time to use the aerial bombardment special that you've been saving at the appropriate time when you think you can basically go for the final sort of victory run. We're getting there. So any minute we'll use that, and we'll probably take out that Snowtrooper and do some heavy damage. Ooh, we didn't take him out, but there we go. We finished him off. Now we're down to 2. He's going to go into stealth. That's fine. And we can start applying daze. So that means as soon as that's on him, we can start attacking him. So that's good. And it becomes basically very manageable when you're down to just a few units. You could basically just put it on auto. So that's Sabine. It can work. You know, for sure, if she's geared up, anyone can work in that sense, but I think Chopper is definitely better. So I just wanted to display her in action though, so you guys can make that decision for yourselves. So that is some Sabine. Alright, so I'm going to start wrapping up here. So we went over the Phoenix Rebel scumbags and light side territory battles. I covered the modding, the upgrading of abilities, and different team compositions, aka Chopper and Sabine. I just threw them both here. This is actually phase 4. But I hope you guys learned something. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. It means a lot. And I'll catch you guys later. Cheers.